ladies and gentlemen. I just got done reading Static issue number 16. For all y'all losers that say Paul doesn't read comic books, I read them once in a while. I don't read them all the time. I be too busy, but when I'm free, I'm free. And I had a lot of free time today. I enjoyed issue number 16. The main villain in this story, I just love this character named Joyride. His Bang Baby powers is he can control cars in such a crazy way. Like, he could drive the car on a building. They can darn near fly almost. He could do anything with a car with his Bang Baby powers. And he steals really nice cars to really sell them to the chop shop. So he's like one of the biggest like car thieves, auto thieves in the city of Dakota. And that's his thing. He steals cars and get good amount of money from it. And the beginning of the issue, so Joyride stole Virgil Hawkins' friend car, and that's where you first see Joyride. He's in the beginning of the story, and throughout the story, Virgil is like at school. He's thinking about, how am I going to stop this guy? He's even at his job. He's thinking, how can I stop this guy that he thinks Joyride will be at? So he goes to this car show. They talk about in the announcements that it's going to be a Lamborghini that people are going to review. And he's like, Joyride is going to get into this Lamborghini. He's going to get into this. So in the instance, he actually sees Joyride. And he was like, man, I could get him now, but I'm not in costume. So he tried to find somewhere to get in costume. And then when he finally got on costume with, the Static outfit and stuff, he challenged, like he literally challenged Joyride to a race, but they're not on the floor, they're in the ceiling. So Static Shock is trying to use all his powers to race this car and beat Joyride. But this is when Static Shock is at his best, when he's thinking. This is how he defeats his enemies. So he said, I know I'm not going to beat him really, so let me pretend that I'm trying so I can let him win the race so he can try to get into another car. So he figured out that his powers is useless when Joyride is outside of the car. This is how smart Virgil is. So he lets Joyride win. They finally on the ground. And it's funny because Static Shock is like, you want a hand? Fine. And Joyride is like, no, I'm not that stupid. But he is stupid because he left the car. Like, if I knew my powers only work when I'm in the car, why the hell would I come out the car? It makes no sense. So Joyride left the car to get to another car because Static Shock kind of edged him a little. He kind of said, I bet you won't go into that car. And the pride of Joyride, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get in that car. So once Joyride left the car, that's when Static Shock used his powers to hold him down. The police came and got him. And that was basically what I thought was the end of the story. And then towards the end, Static Shock is just, he's on patrol. So he's just in the sky looking around, see if it's any danger, see if there's any crime. And then you see a scene in a panel that his friend Rick, his buddy, he's gay, unfortunately. I don't know why Milestone did that. I think that's why Milestone Media only lasted 3 or 4 years. They were woke before the Disney Marvel. Milestone Media was woke. They had full of gay characters throughout their comic book lines. And back then, this is what don't make sense. This is outside of the comic, but this is what don't make sense. Back then in the 90s, being gay was not popular at all. So for Milestone Media to promote these black comics for black people when being gay, the black community was against that in the 90s. So it didn't make sense. And that's probably why Milestone Media went downhill. But that's my opinion. But anyways, let's get back to the story. So Rick was with his boyfriend, and some gang of dudes beat the fuck out of them. They beat the shit out of them because they were gay. And this is the issue of Rick coming out, number 16, that I am gay. I'm tired of getting beat up for who I am. And when he said those lines, I really felt emotional. Even though I don't care for the gay shit, like, to me it's sad you're getting beat up just because you like the same sex. I don't agree with that. So I thought that was emotional, the way he said it through these panels. But he was like, he told Static, he's like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of getting beat up all the time because I'm gay. I'm just going to come out and say I'm gay because that's who I am. So I'm tired of it. And Virgil / Static, his face was shocked. Like, he didn't know what to say. So that was the end of the issue. I give this comic an 8 out of 10. I love this comic. I love it. It had just enough action. This is beautiful. Right below, tell me if you want me to do more comic book reviews. And by the way, let's make America great again, like the 90s.